The Romans. When Pompey suspected Aristobulus of planning to rebel against Rome, he besieged Jerusalem and, after 3 months, breached the fortifications, entered the city, and reportedly slaughtered 12,000 Jews. Pompey and his officers entered the Holy of Holies in the temple, but he did not touch its costly furnishings and allowed temple worship to continue. Jerusalem, however, was made tributary to the Romans, and the last vestige of Jewish independence was removed. Judea was incorporated into the Roman province of Syria, and it lost the coastal cities, the district of Samaria, and the non-Jewish cities east of the Jordan. Hyrcanus was named ethnarch of Judea, including Galilee, Idumea and Perea, and was confirmed again as high priest. A yearly tribute was due Rome. Aristobulus and a number of other captives were taken to Rome to grace Pompey's triumph. During the voyage, however, Aristobulus' son Alexander escaped and attempted to organize a revolt against Hyrcanus. With the aid of the Romans, however, Hyrcanus was able to meet this challenge to his authority. During the years of strife between Aristobulus II and Hyrcanus II, the Idumean governor Antipater, also called Antipas, took a lively interest in the politics of Judea. Antipater was bitterly opposed to Aristobulus, partly through fear and partly because of his friendship for Hyrcanus. It appears that Hyrcanus relied much on Antipater, and that he was virtually the power behind the throne of Judea. The Jews resented the influence Antipater almost as much as they smarted under Roman sovereignty. Although the Idumeans had been incorporated into the Jewish state by John Hyrcanus, they had never been assimilated, and ancient rivalries were not forgotten. In the crisis which followed the murder of Julius Caesar, Antipater and his son showed loyalty to the new regime of Cassius by zealously collecting tribute. Herod, a son of Antipater, was given the title procurator of Judea with the promise that he would one day be named king. When Antony defeated Brutus and Cassius at Philippi, Asia again fell into the hands of a new regime. Herod, however, quickly changed loyalties and bribed his way into favor with Antony. The eastern part of the once mighty Persian Empire was occupied by a people known as Parthians who had never been subdued by Rome. In 41 BC they attacked Jerusalem and made Antigonus, son of Aristobulus II, both king and high priest. Herod, the son of Antipater, who had inherited the throne of Judea at the death of Hyrcanus, was forced to flee to Rome. There, he won the favor of Antony and was officially named King of the Jews, although the title would have meaning only after the Parthians were driven out. Herod returned to Judea with Roman arms and triumphantly entered Jerusalem as king. Herod's rule spanned the eventful years from 37 BC to 4 BC. He is best known as the king who feared the birth of a rival king of the Jews and caused the murder of infants in Bethlehem at the time of the birth of Jesus. While that act of Herod cannot be documented from secular records, his other atrocities are well known. He had 10 wives in all, and the Emperor Augustus is reported to have commented of his family life, "I'd rather be Herod's hog than his son." The hog was an unclean animal, and would not be butchered, but Herod's wives and children were violently removed when they interfered with his plans or were suspected of disloyalty. Although detested by his Jewish subjects, Herod did seek to win their favor. He built and rebuilt cities throughout the land. Samaria became Sebaste in honor of Augustus, Stratons became Caesarea with a harbor protected by a mole, and a wall with 10 towers. Fortresses, baths, parks, marketplaces, roads, and other luxuries of Hellenistic culture were part of his program. In the 18th year of his reign, around 20 BC, Herod began the work of rebuilding on a grand scale the Jewish temple in Jerusalem. The main edifice was built by priests in a year and a half, but the work on the entire complex of courts and buildings was not completed until the procuratorship of Albinus around AD 62 until 64, less than before it was totally destroyed by the armies of Titus around AD 70. Herod's death followed quickly the birth of one who was to challenge Herod's right to the title, King of the Jews. With the death of Herod, which no one mourned, the intertestamental period comes to an end and we move into the New Testament period.